Your comfort zone is your failure zone. You're way too comfortable right now if you're not at where you want to be in your business, income, your life generally, and if things have always been the same. You're way too comfortable. And look, you've got to change that. You've got to change the person that you are right now to the person that you need to become in order for you to get to where you want to be, right? Your shoulds are your musts. So if you're somebody who's like not at where you want to be right now, but you have a strong desire to get there, then it's very important that you start to take the action and make the moves now in the present moment, and stop waiting for something in the future to change, and stop letting what happened in the past to hold you back, right? So you have to let go of all of the stories that's going on in your head right now that's trying to hold you back. All the reasons why you can't do something, all the reasons why you're not good enough whenever you are good enough, because everything's in your head. It's the self-talk that you have to get on your side. It's that voice inside of yourself. It's how you are programmed subconsciously, and your current self-image is currently dictating the kind of life that you're experiencing right now, and the kind of like people that you're attracting in your life and for your business, right? So this is very important that you start to make the changes now, because now is everything. If you're going to keep waiting more and more, what's going to happen is you're going to keep letting yourself be at the same place, which is way more costly, because every day you should be getting 1% better every single day. Every single day is an opportunity. You have fresh new 24 hours every single day, and you got to be making the improvements. You got to be making the changes, because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, what's going to happen is you're going to get the same result, and it's scary. It's scary when you don't move forward. You're going to keep staying. You're choosing to stay where you are if you're not moving forwards. If you're not investing in yourself, you're not facing your fears, not stepping outside your comfort zone. You've got to do something that pushes you, that stretches you. For me, I had to do a lot of things that stretched me in my journey, as my entrepreneurship journey, personal development journey. I had to do things that I didn't want to do. Some scary things like investing 15 grand, 10 grand in a coaching program that stretched me so much, that allowed me to get to where I wanted to be, right? Things like just going out there talking to people. Things like doing things that a lot of people around me don't do. And these things can be very scary. The average person out there doesn't invest in themselves. Most people stay comfortable. They put their toe into the water and tip of the iceberg, and they want everything. And it does not work that way. You've got to get outside your comfort zone. The more you can step outside your comfort zone, the more things are going to change. Because the subconscious mind is always going to do things that's familiar to you, that's comfortable. It's always going to keep you there. So when you try to make the changes that you want to make, in, like, for example, like investing in yourself, taking massive action to make large sums of money, to maybe quit that job, what's going to happen is unconsciously it's going to keep you exactly where you are, because your mind's going to say, oh, who do you think you are trying to get to the next level? Why are you trying to do this? Get back to where you belong. You're not good enough. You're not worthy enough. You don't deserve this. And you've got to do the inner work, the self-development work, to snap out of that energy and to move towards who you need to be, because you've got to be the energetic match for the stuff that you want to manifest into your life. And the more you start to move towards your next version, and you're doing things from your future self every single day, then what's going to happen is you are now impressing the subconscious mind. You're impressing the subconscious mind, meaning that the more you can impress the subconscious mind, the more the subconscious mind is going to believe that this is true, that this is the person that you deserve to be. You deserve to get this result. You deserve to get to 10, 20, 30 grand months, because you're now impressing the subconscious mind. A lot of you're not taking the actions to improve and impress the subconscious mind, because your current way of being is keeping you trapped, because stepping into the unknown and unfamiliar can be scary. And when you do things that's unfamiliar, when you move towards the direction of what's unfamiliar, when you move towards the direction of what's uncomfortable, your life's going to start changing. All the money that you want, a dream lifestyle that you want, a particular situation that you want, maybe some more clients, a certain thing that you want to manifest, what's going to start happening is it's going to all start coming to you very quickly. That's what happened to me. I remember my first program was like 7.5 grand. I had to invest. I didn't have the money. Ran to the bank, took a loan out, invested in this coach. What had happened was, 90 days later, this coach took me to my first 10K month. Literally, like, that's how fast things can change energetically, right? So I had to step into the unfamiliar, the uncomfortable. It was so scary. I understand that it can be scary taking action and facing your fears, but you've got to do something to stretch yourself, because there's nothing pushing you right now. And I remember when I was sitting in the seminar once, this amazing speaker said, he said to me, Danny, up the pain or the desire? Because right now you're too comfortable. You know, you've been coming to seminars for this amount of time, and it looks like you're at the same place. So I had to really up my pain. My pain was very high. My pain drove me to quitting my job, to stepping outside my comfort zone. I remember the time when I quit my job, it was so scary. I remember that evening, I rang up my boss. I said, "Look, I don't want to come in anymore because I want to run my business full time now." Because he knew about me running a business. Everyone knew that I was trying to run an online business back then. So my heart was beating like crazy because I didn't know where my next paycheck's gonna come from. I had a bit of a plan going on. I made a few, $1,000 here and there, but I decided, look, enough is enough. I want to use all those 10 hours into my dream lifestyle, not give my 10 hours to somebody else's dreams. And I used all that time. I stepped outside my comfort zone. I did all the scary activities, putting myself out there, putting myself in video, meeting people, investing myself, talking to people. I started to move towards that direction, and bang, 90 days later, I was having 5-figure months. Right? How? Because I stepped into unfamiliar, the uncomfortable, and my pain was so high that I didn't want to live the same life over and over again, and 50 times and call it life. Because life is short, time is short, right? We don't know how long we've got left. And this is about you becoming a better version of you and stepping outside your comfort zone. Alright? So go and do something once a week that's going to allow you to step outside your comfort zone, and do something that's going to stretch you completely outside your comfort zone, because that is a frequency where you're going to manifest all that you want, because you're completely stepping outside of your comfort zone now. Where have you been too comfortable in your business, your life, career, whatever you're trying to manifest? Where have you been too comfortable in your relationships? Where have you been too comfortable? You've got to do something different to see the changes. Otherwise, it's going to keep you the same place if you're going to be comfortable and not stretch yourself. There's a way if your why is so strong. I believe that if your why is so strong, you're going to find a way. You're going to find a way. Otherwise, excuses are going to hold you back. And I remember I heard this 8 years ago in a seminar. I keep talking about seminars. I've been to so many seminars. But 8 years ago, it's like you can either make money, build a lifestyle and impact, or you can make excuses, but you can't do both. You've got to choose one. You've got to choose one. It can't be the excuses if you want to get to where you want to be. And this is the key thing here, is getting uncomfortable, moving towards the unfamiliar, because the mind's going to keep you trapped into what's familiar to you and what's comfortable, and that's the danger zone, that's the failure zone. You got to get out of there if you want to elevate yourself to the next level. So step outside of comfort zone. What are you going to do now to step outside of comfort zone? Write down 5 things that you're going to do to step outside of the comfort zone, and do one major thing that's going to stretch you. I don't care if it's to invest higher levels into yourself to get a coach, if it's to go and talk to people, if it's to do something to for self-improvement, if it's something to do with something in terms of like your personal life, your relationships. What are you going to do something major to make all the changes energetically, so that you start to move forwards and unlock more doors of abundance that's going to allow you to become successful in the area that you want to be successful at. Take action, get uncomfortable, step into the unfamiliar. Life is short, have a big dream and go for it, and things will change for you. I promise you that right now. Go and take massive action.